Hi,
Hey,
and
hey,
welcome
everybody.
to Whole
Welcome
Milk.
to another episode of Whole Milk All Fat Sports Chat on WCCR Rutgers Cayman Online Radio. I'm Monty. The next person who's going to talk is Mike, and the person after him is
Hello.
Jack. We forgot to record because the disc was full, but I noticed and we fixed it now.
So, you just missed us talking about Elton Brand being hired and Markel Fultz having jump shot. We will now continue for our regular
we will now
broadcast
continue with the
procedure.
regularly scheduled program. You are listening to Whole Milk All Fat Sports Chat on WCCR Rutgers Cayman Online Radio.
Also,
What else?
we
Sophomore slump is real.
sophomore slump because
Sophomore slump.
Monty's screwed up twice. But
They don't need to know that.
also, Elton Brand is gonna hire us as the new assistant GM
Yeah.
of the Philadelphia 76ers.
And
so
the city of Philadelphia will go out and riot in the streets because they hired three pasty 19-year-olds to,
20.
well,
Two 19 and
two
20-year-olds.
19-year-olds.
Three
one
college
20-year-old.
kids. to
What's,
be
what's that?
assistant
What's
GMs.
that average? 19.3.
Sure.
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
Probably.
We're all hold on. Here we go. Let me bust out the calculator because I'm terrible at math. 19 plus 19 plus 20 equals 58 divided by 3. 19.33333333. So yeah, so 19.3.
There we go. We're good enough at math.
A 19.3-year-old group of three people were
See,
assistant GM to Elton Brand.
So yeah, pop up the link because the story just dropped. We just been
Oh, okay.
hired as the assistant GM of the Philadelphia 76ers. That's
You clicked the
you
link
clicked the wrong
incorrectly.
link.
No,
Yeah?
you linked it incorrectly. That's why.
How should I link it?
Because you're
Oh,
supposed
here we
to
go.
post it and then delete the link itself, and it'll just show the box.
How do I do that?
All right. How do
We're
I?
getting the news of the century ready.
Yeah, we're gonna get it up eventually.
And
Flip the switch, Gronk.
here we go. Boom! There it is,
There we
guys.
go. Let's just keep that up there.
We officially have been hired. Elton Brand just called me on my cellular device and said, "You're up. Next man up.
You're in.
You guys are in." He was like, "Yeah, you guys have been having a great show. You guys are very dedicated, and we need that kind of dedication
Yeah,
in our
so,
front office. You're
El-
hired.
Elton Brand has our vote.
We love him. Now we get box seats for every game.
Yeah. So we will be at the Sixers' first preseason game versus the Melbourne United.
Next
Catch,
week.
catch us in the box with Elton Brand
Yeah.
discussing.
Yeah.
Discussing potential moves and FA targets and trade targets this season.
So
We're gonna
what's-
get Kawhi again.
My name is no longer Monty. My name is now Brian Lefebvre.
We're gonna.
My name's Brian. Mike's new name is Lay, and Jack's new name is Fev.
Yeah, we're gonna sign Kawhi and then trade him in December.
For
We're gonna flip him.
we're gonna flip him, and a first round draft pick for LeBron James.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So it works out. So everybody gets a little bit of Kawhi and a little bit of LeBron.
Yeah, and then in the offseason, we'll.
We're gonna get
sign
we're
Durant.
gonna start Jimmy Butler rumors too.
And
We're
Jimmy
gonna get Jimmy
Buckets.
Butler. We're gonna go get him.
I really, I'd be very impressed if Elton Brand went out and got Jimmy Buckets. I'd be very impressed. That would be
We're not getting him at though. So.
Yeah, we may not get him, but if we do, that'd be I would say that's a very impressive first big move of a GM.
I wouldn't be happy with what we'd probably have to give up to get him.
Because Jimmy Butler is never gonna be your number one on a title team. He's just not that kind of player. He's your number two.
I'd much rather wait and then just sign someone of his caliber in the offseason than trade for one. Because
Yeah.
then we'd have to give up like Dario or Rocco, at least, and then our picks on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
For someone like Kawhi, that's worth it. But
But not Jimmy Buckets.
yeah, I feel like the team would be better overall because we can just outright sign one.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at you, Durant.
Durant's not coming here.
Looking at you,
That
Clay.
snake. I want that snake staying in California. I don't want that snake here.
looking at you, Clay.
Yeah.
You gotta buy up all the pot. We gotta tell Elton Brand to buy up all the pot so that Clay can't come to every game high.
No, that takes away his power.
Like drains his life force. He's like, I don't want to play basketball anymore, guys. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that link. I'll keep that link favorited. That's a good. I would say that's a good shirt. We should put that on a shirt, Mike.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Custom make that shirt for all three of us.
Sixers hire whole milk.
Sixers hired Whole Milk as assistant GM. That'd be great. What if I tweet that at WIP? Hey guys, check this out. We just got hired.
What do you think of this
Yeah.
news?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of this news? Who is Whole Milk? Who is this Whole Milk guy? Let's call in right now. The Carla, Marks and Reese is on right now.
Yeah, no, we're not calling in.
Are you sure?
Why not?
We could do the first ever dual podcast.
The phone doesn't work.
Plug your phone in.
Yeah.
No, because we'd have to unplug that, then plug it into the speaker, and then I'd be the only one they can hear. They wouldn't be able to hear all three of us. Because if the phone were we'll talk about this after the show because we're getting way off topic here.
We need to fill.
I know. No, we still got the Pick'em challenge to talk about. Now there's all three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes even longer.
Well, first we got to talk about some past NFL news as well. Got to recap the week that was. So on Sunday, the Eagles lost to the Buccaneers.
Like I predicted.
Yeah, guess what? The Pats
Your
also
opinion
lost to the
doesn't matter.
Jags. So
Yeah, the Patriots also
we
lost
both
to the
predicted
Jags.
that
So
too.
Well,
the Patriots always lose to a team really early in the season, and then everyone thinks it's the Patriots dynasty over, but it never really is. But they
It's
always
all
have a
part
loss
of
like
the
this.
Patriots
all part of the
dynasty is
cycle.
all over.
But Blake Bortles had the game of his life in that game as well. So Blake Bortles is clearly the next best quarterback in the league. But the Eagles lost to the Buccaneers on Sunday.
Making
It
a
was a really frustrating game because literally everyone got injured. Mike Wallace got hurt. Jay Ajayi got hurt. Jason Peters got hurt. So, pretty much, three of the key offensive players got hurt in the first quarter of the game. I mean, Ajayi wound up coming back, but he hasn't been practicing all week. So, I think we're prepared to play without him on Sunday. But we still got to talk about the game.
Oh, okay.
So, the way the game worked, I think it was tied at halftime, and then the Eagles defense couldn't stop anybody in the second half. And then in the fourth quarter, all of a sudden, the Eagles started coming back, and it was like, oh, it looks like we're going to come back and win. And then it was a 2-minute warning. It was 3rd and 8. The Eagles just needed one stop, and for some reason, we put Jalen Mills, who had been scorched all day, all over the field, got beat by Mike Evans on a slant route in sole coverage. I don't know why you wouldn't double cover Mike Evans, the big, huge receiver, when he's getting covered by a 7th-round pick. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I should be the defensive coordinator for the Eagles too.
Maybe. What's it? Mike Groh is the.
He's the offensive coordinator.
Who's the defensive?
Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz. Okay.
You
I
have
got
from
him
Dirty
mixed up.
Jobs
I got
as
him
your
mixed up.
offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that was the joke we made when he first got hired. Shredding up other teams' defense is a dirty job. Now Jim Schwartz is also going to hire us. He's going to see how well we do with making the Sixers franchise way, way better in a single season. And he's going to be like, wow, maybe we should hire Whole Milk affiliates for our defense too.
Yeah, but that was a really frustrating game to watch, especially because we could have won the game, and it was just stupid mistakes that shot us in the foot. And it also kind of made us realize that Nick Foles is not capable of really being a long-term starter. He's good for a short-term solution, and he's a very streaky quarterback as well. He played well overall against the Buccaneers, but
he got beat out.
There's still some throws he could have made, some throws he missed, some decisions he clearly just shouldn't have made. And then obviously on the defensive side, their inability to get a stop is, for some reason, they're super bad on the road, which is a problem because half the season is played on the road. But I'm kind of tired of Jalen Mills as well and for some reason, every single time we play a game against Deshaun Jackson, he always scores a super long touchdown against us.
Exactly like I predicted. The Eagles defense had no one to cover Deshaun Jackson.
Like we haven't for the past 4 years.
Well, it helps that Deshaun Jackson's still one of the fastest wide receivers in the league.
Yeah. But in better good news for the Eagles,
Guess who's back?
Back again. Carson Wentz
Is back.
Christ has risen on the third day he rose. The third game of the season he rose. He's playing against the Colts on Sunday. Home game for the Eagles, so it's going to be an absolutely electric atmosphere.
The second home opener this season.
Yeah, he's a full go. He's not going to have any restrictions. He's cleared to play, so he's going to do whatever he can. He's going to play. It's going to be very exciting. Alshon Jeffrey, though, is not playing yet, probably. So he's kind of only got Nelson Aguilar. Oh, wait. And Jordan Matthews is back as well. So we're getting the whole 2016 Eagles wide receivers core back together again. Except this time, Nelson Aguilar can actually play football.
Speaking of wide receivers, even when we lose, we still win.
Yeah.
As the New England Patriots traded a 5th-round pick to the Cleveland Browns for Josh Gordon and a 7th-round pick.
Conditional pick.
It's not conditional anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, there was, like, some weird situation over the weekend where it turned out that, like, Josh Gordon hurt his hamstring in a promotional shoot, and then the Browns were afraid he was back on drugs again or something like that. So they're like, we're going to cut him. I don't know why they would announce that they would cut him. Just cut him and to get it over with. But they announced that, and then everyone started calling him for trades. And for a second, we thought the Eagles were going to go out and get him because literally the Eagles had Nelson Aguilar and Kamar Aiken and a bunch of nobodies for their receivers. But the Patriots wound up getting him for nothing when other teams could have offered them way more. But so now Tom Brady is going to throw deep bombs to Josh Gordon. It's going to be like Randy Moss all over again.
But let's think about it. Once Josh Gordon, right?
Yeah.
Once he left, guess what happened?
True.
Browns won their first game.
And then in response to the Eagles missing out on the Josh Gordon sweepstakes, we got Jordan Matthews, and then we worked out Jeremy Maclin again. So clearly we're just going to bring everybody back that we get rid of.
And the big circle is Corey Coleman he left the Browns. He was traded, and then he ended up on the Patriots. And then
He's back on the Browns now.
no, he got cut for Josh Gordon, and now he's on the Patriots practice squad. So he was complaining about not getting first-team reps. Well, now he's on the practice squad.
So now he's not going to get any reps. So, but since the Browns got rid of Josh Gordon, they won their first game in almost 2 years.
Well, I think there's a reason other than Josh Gordon. It's who was controlling the team.
Baker Mayfield. Baker.
After Tyrod Taylor took his 4th sack and was
I think he got like a concussion or something like that.
correct, and he previous to that, before he left the game, he was 4 for 14 for 19 yards.
Yeah. So Baker came in. They won. I mean, it wasn't really. I don't really think there was like a ton of drama within the game, besides the fact that Cleveland got the lead like real late, and then the Jets had one last chance. But
Well, there's also the fact that this is the first time that a rookie quarterback in their debut have come back from 14 points since, can you guys guess it?
Tom
Never.
Brady.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I'm not sure
Okay.
if that's a good sign.
The memes write themselves.
True. But
Fitz magic, and then you got Mayfield's magic.
So yeah, the Browns
Jack,
won their first game,
Jack, what was the score in Super Bowl 52?
41-33.
Who won?
The Eagles.
Who got the Super Bowl banner this year?
The Eagles.
Who is the best team?
The Eagles.
Who is the nearest NFL team?
The Patriots.
We're on to 2018.
No, the Patriots are not the closest NFL team to us.
We're on to 2018.
The Browns.
Jack.
Look,
let's
the
get
Browns are
serious.
1-1-1.
We're on to 2018.
No, I'm saying geographically, who is closest to us?
The Jets and the Giants.
He's done. He's done. He's done. Sorry, guys. Jack's going. He's got to go to work. Bye, Jack.
What team were you trying to get?
The Eagles.
You
They're the-
made it sound like you were comparing the teams.
No, I'm saying.
You made it sound
oh
like.
my God!
You
I
made, it
said.
sound, you made it sound like which team is closest to us, as in which team is closest to
We're
the
done.
Eagles.
Bye, Jack.
Yeah, you worded that terribly.
I said.
Yeah,
I said the
that's
third time. I said.
That's
Who
a
is
quarter strike.
geographically closest to us.
Yeah, and-
as in where we are right now.
No,
As
but I
in-
thought you were referring to us as in the Eagles. That's what you made it sound like. So maybe you need to rethink your pronouns,
no.
pal.
Guess what?
That's
I thought
what I
you would
also
pick. I thought you
considered.
would pick up on the nuance that I'm making you repeat the Eagles. Like, who won the Super Bowl? The Eagles. Who got the Super Bowl banner? The Eagles. Who was the best team in the NFL? The Eagles.
We're on to 2018.
You're done too. Goodbye.
I don't think Monty should be allowed to run the soundboard anymore.
No, I'm in control. All right, let's get back on track.
Mama Monty is the power's going to his head.
You need to hit him with a flip flop.
This is not a democracy anymore. This is a tyranny.
But yeah, so the Browns won their first game in 2 years, mostly thanks to Baker Mayfield. The Browns also ran a version of the Cleveland special, of the Philly special, except they did it on a 2-point conversion. I don't know.
The poo-poo platter.
I don't know why they did it like that. Why they did it for a 2-point conversion? Because Philly specials go for 6, Cleveland specials go for 2.
That's why it's the poo-poo platter.
It's the exchange rate.
I just assumed it was because the Browns didn't want to kick another field goal after the debacle they had against the Saints, where their kicker missed like 4 field goals that would have won them the game.
Dude, earlier in the game, they punted on like the 32nd yard line.
So, yeah. But I don't think the Browns go back to Tyrod Taylor. At least I hope they wouldn't be that stupid, because when you kind of win your first game in 2 years and it's thanks to the first overall pick, I don't really think you should be like, yeah, he's on the bench now, because they weren't winning that game when Baker came in, and they won that game mainly because Baker played a lot better than Tyrod Taylor. And at the end of the day, Tyrod Taylor is not going to win you. Oh, wait, it's pronounced Tyrod Taylor. I forgot about that. But at the end of the day, Tyrod Taylor is not going to win you, is not really a guy that's going to do anything for you. I think he's like a capable quarterback. I think he's like a good game manager, but he's not going to win you a lot of games. And I think last night kind of proved that, because he hasn't really been a very good quarterback either.
Well, I mean, the whole reason, which I don't understand why people don't understand, the whole reason you didn't start Baker Mayfield originally is because you want him to slowly adjust to the NFL game. You don't want to just throw him out there just immediately, because that isn't good. You want them to learn the playbook, see how certain things happen in game, get
Right.
practice reps.
Right. But I don't think it's really like, I really think they can't go back. I really don't think they should bench Baker after last night. I think you give him another couple starts, but this is also Hugh Jackson we're talking about, so something stupid's probably going to happen.
We're still talking about the Browns. Don't forget, it's only one game.
Browns are back, baby.
But this is their best record in the past 2 years.
Past like 10 years, really.
Okay.
It's like their
Yeah.
best start since 2004.
Well, start, but I mean, like, overall, they can't be worse than the past 2 years because of that tie. So they're already on the
So
up
they've
and up.
already improved.
Yep.
They have nowhere to go but up.
Literally. They went 0-16 last year.
Oh, breaking news. Jay Ajayi and Darren Sproles are both out for Sunday's game against the Colts. So it's the Corey Clement show on
But
Sunday.
he also just got ruled as questionable. So
Well, he's playing, because who's going to run the football? Wendell Smallwood and
Carson Wentz, baby. Carson Wentz.
Josh Adams. We're giving Carson the goddamn skeleton crew on Sunday.
He deserves better.
What a welcome back. Have half your team be injured.
Actually, you know what? No, I think he's going to pray, and everybody will miraculously come back because of a divine intervention.
Okay. You can think that. So do we want to talk about our pick'em?
Yeah, I guess we should move to that.
Alrighty, here we go. Here comes the fancy transition. Star Wars. There we go.
Ooh, maybe you should zoom up on that just a little bit more.
Just a
if
little
you
bit?
can. Yeah, if you can.
I could do that. I think I can manage. Let me do this.
Let's see if Monty can operate Excel.
Trying to open the insert menu. Okay, got it. View,
Ooh,
zoom,
ooh.
125. There we go.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh
there we
yeah.
go.
Okay, so as everybody can see, I am the best. This is me right here. And this is me right here.
Of course, the two ties have skewed our records.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't really count them because I don't want to count that as a win or a loss. And ties, we're all going to have the same amount of ties.
Yeah, so last week was clearly a bad week for us. We didn't do as well as we did the week before.
We were all pretty split even last week.
So yeah. But for right now, what are you 18 and 11 right now,
I'm
Monty?
18. I'm 18-11. You're 16 and 13 in second place, and Mike is 15 and 14 in third.
So
So it's still pretty close. Pretty darn
Yeah.
close, I would say.
clearly the Giants Cowboys game screwed us up,
Yeah.
as well as the Ravens Bengals. And well, that was pretty much it. Yeah. But
The cool guy awards go to me for picking the Falcons over the Panthers. Jack for picking the Colts over the Redskins.
And the
Jack
Bears.
for also picking the Titans over the Texans. Mike for picking the Bucks over the Eagles.
and me for picking the Bears over the Seahawks.
I'm getting there. That's at the end of the list. I gotta finish. Me picking the Dolphins over the Jets. And then you picking the Seahawks over the Bears. And then the uncool guy also goes to me for picking the Lions, Jack for picking the Raiders, and Jack for picking the Steelers.
and Mike for picking the Patriots.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. How could I forget about the most important one?
They got to get it out of their system. They do it every year.
Okay.
Usually it's to the Chiefs, but
So now we talk about
weak.
Week 3, baby.
week 3. We're already
Monty already starts off.
I
on
already
bad
get
foot.
the uncool guy award.
Yeah, Monty already has the uncool guy, the early bird cool guy award, uncool guy.
Yeah, the
award special.
the early bird nerd award.
So I think right off the bat, this first game's really easy.
Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings. The Bills. We haven't really talked about them that much, but I think they're going to be historically bad this
Oh,
year.
whoops. Whoa. Trying to change the record here.
Yeah, the Bills are a very weak team.
Yeah. Remember, this team was a playoff team last year somehow, when the Chargers really should have made the playoffs because the Chargers had the better head-to-head record against the Bills.
I
But
think the Chargers are definitely making the playoffs this year, though.
we'll see. It's a long season, but yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the Vikings are clear favorites. The Bills suck. Josh Allen is not good and not ready yet, and Nathan Peterman is also very bad as well. So
I don't know how Nathan Peterman has a job.
poor LaShawn McCoy.
He's trapped on that team.
Anyways, Giants Texans. I'm gonna go with the Giants on this one.
Texans.
Tie.
This is the Deshaun Watson bounce back game.
No, we can't pick ties.
Why not?
We gotta stay consistent.
What?
We gotta stay consistent.
No. The reason we count a tie as a wash is because you can pick a tie. That's a possible outcome.
Okay, so you're gonna say a tie for
Yes.
this game.
So you're just gonna you might just take a fat L.
You
I
have
mean,
you have a
either way,
66% chance of losing. You know that.
Where'd you get that number from?
Because there are
Because
three
if you
outcomes
pick-
that could occur, and two of them involve you losing
Yeah.
with the scenario you chose.
Thank you, Jack.
Well,
Jesse, Jack understands.
Basic, that's probability. Come on.
Yeah,
Maybe
well-
if you took stats 1 with me, you would understand this.
what about the stat of every week someone ties, and these are two 0-2 teams that are looking really shaky.
The ties are a statistical anomaly.
Yeah, but you also got to remember that the Texans have a really good defensive line, and the Giants have a really, really bad defensive line. So it's like a train kind of hitting and like running into like a box of feathers or something like that.
Well, just sweeps to Beckham and Saquon Barkley. We'll see who's
So
laughing.
then why don't you pick the Giants to win?
No, because I still don't think they can do enough
Okay.
to win. But
All right.
Eli's shook.
stick
Eli's
with your
hearing footsteps.
Stick with your 66% chance of losing. I'll take my 50%.
well, we'll see.
Well, actually, in our scenario too, there could be a tie as well. So we also still have a 66% chance of
Yeah,
losing.
you can't just change the facts.
Well, no, because if it ties and we don't pick the team who wins, it doesn't count towards our record.
Well, no, it will now.
No, it won't.
Because if someone guessed a tie,
That's never how it worked.
All right.
That's
Well,
how
how
it
it
will
works is if there's a tie and we don't pick a tie, we don't get. There's nothing. Nothing happens. If you pick the tie, you get the full value. But the risk of picking the tie is you have
Is
to
you
take,
have a bigger chance of losing.
It counts against your record
Okay.
if it doesn't happen.
Okay.
Just made that up on the fly right there.
All
'cause
right.
yeah.
we
So if it's a
literally-
tie, you guys both get
Okay.
reds.
All
no,
right,
if
well,
it's a tie, we get grays.
No,
Yes,
no.
that's how it works. You can't just come in here
Jack, that's-
and mess around with the
Jack,
rules.
that's what I just said.
That's what I
And
just
then-
said too.
No, and then you were like, no, that's not how it works.
No, that's what I just said. I said
That's why I said if Mike picks a tie and the game ties, nothing happens to us.
No, you guys, because that's a possible outcome
yeah,
that the
but
game
then-
can
well,
tie.
yes,
Okay.
and then
you guys
so
picked
what we've
incorrectly.
already
All right, we're
established
moving
is
on.
that ties don't count against
We're
the
moving
record
on.
when the team there
That's-
is a tie
and
and we
that's
pick
exactly
a team that
what I
wins
said.
the game.
Thank you, Jack.
So if there is a tie, it doesn't count against us if we
That's-
pick the
that's
team to
why I'm
win.
saying
Okay,
But
so
since
I get
since you
multiple
selected
points?
a tie,
For consistency, listen to me. For consistency, we should all pick one team to win, because if there is a tie, it doesn't count for or against any of us. That's why we should pick a team to win, because 99% of the time, teams will not tie. And if they do, it is a statistical anomaly.
So
Thank
I,
you.
So I get extra points, right? If I guess the tie correctly.
No,
Is that what we're saying?
you
No.
don't get squat.
you get a point.
You get a point like the rest of us.
Still think it's gonna be a tie.
But it also is gonna. You're also gonna have to eat the L if it doesn't happen.
All right, moving on. Packers, Redskins.
Oh, this is actually a tough one
Yeah, this
because
is a tough-
Aaron Rodgers' knee and FedEx Field is not a good scenario. And I remember the Packers kind of, if the Packers don't have Aaron Rodgers, it's kind of just what happens.
Well, what's his status for the game?
Aaron Rodgers?
Well,
Yeah.
he said he thinks his knee is getting worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why like the Aaron Rodgers knee versus the FedEx Fields like turf or grass or whatever, RG3 kind of destroyed his career there with a shaky knee as well. So I think I'm still gonna go Packers, but I could see this. I could see the Redskins taking this one as well, but I also still don't think the Redskins are a very good team either. Neither of these teams are very good, but the Packers are the better team because they have the better quarterback.
I'm going to have to go with the Packers as well.
I'm also gonna go Packers.
49ers, Chiefs.
Ooh, this could be a shootout.
I'm Chiefs.
Mm,
49ers, they haven't. I mean, what was their score against the Lions? I don't even know.
It was 30-27, but they were winning like 30-3, and then they let the Lions back in the game.
Yeah, so
And the Chiefs usually always start off hot and then they cool down. So,
I still,
yeah, but
I
this is
think,
still only week 3.
I think I'm gonna pick the Chiefs as well.
mm,
I'm aboard the Patrick Mahomes hype train.
I'm gonna go 49ers.
Mike's just trying to be different for the sake of being different. Jimmy Garoppolo is overrated and overpaid.
Raiders, Dolphins.
This is like two crap teams. Just,
I'm going Dolphins. I believe in the Dolphins.
I think John Gruden gets his first win this week. Raiders.
Raiders.
Dolphins.
Secret
The
weapon.
Raiders
Secret
have
weapon,
to win
baby.
The Raiders have to win a game at some point. If only they had a pass rush. Oh wait,
Jack, I think I can already predict who you're going to pick for this game.
Eagles.
Go Birds. It's going to be a tough game. But
I'm a bit concerned about Andrew Luck, but they're also at home, so
they're also at home, but the head coach is also they're familiar with the
Eagles offense. But I mean, they also probably have
personnel.
the same.
That's the word I was looking for. He's familiar with how the offense works, familiar with the defense. familiar
But at the
with
same time, I think the Eagles are also familiar with the Colts offense because it's the Eagles' old offensive coordinator.
Exactly. And they're at home.
And they're at
Going
home.
with the Birds.
And Andrew Luck still isn't really fully recovered, I don't think.
Yeah, he's hesitant. He's getting
He's
better,
not the same player.
but he's not. Yeah, he's not the same. And Wentz, baby.
Who you picking,
Now,
Mike?
now we got God on our side.
Yeah, and this time he's had sex.
Now he's married.
As far as I know, the Colts have still been very shaky. So I think Carson Wentz will be fine enough to like take the win. So I go Eagles.
Eagles hype train, baby.
Woo.
All aboard. Titans, Jags.
Jaguars.
Jags.
Yeah.
I don't. Is Marcus Mariota even supposed to play this week? I don't know because I know he's hurt, but it's like, did he play last week?
I don't know.
I just know he got hurt, and
I
it's
don't- I
like,
I don't know if he. Well, hold on.
I know he got hurt, and then Blaine Gabbert is their backup.
Let me
I don't
fa- let me
understand how
fact
Blaine
check.
Gabbert is still playing football.
Let me fact check. All right, Titans. Tennessee Titans. Houston. Let me see.
He took a step in the right direction.
All right, so I think he'll still be injured. So let's move on to Bengals Panthers.
I don't know. It's not showing. His name isn't showing up for Tennessee.
Who do you guys have?
Bengals Panthers. Panthers.
For me, it like the Panthers can score the points.
I don't think the Panthers have as good an offense, is the thing. I think the Bengals are kind of underrated this year, actually.
I don't know. I think the Panthers will have a better time against the Bengals defense.
I say Bengals.
I go Panthers. Oh, Monty, you didn't say your pick out loud.
I said Panthers. I said Panthers at the beginning.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm going with the Panthers, and then you guys went on your discussion.
oh.
Broncos Ravens. Ravens has been pretty shaky.
Yeah, it's Joe Flacco and elite quarterback.
Broncos, Ravens. No, but Case Keenum has been like terrible at the same point. And the Ravens defense has actually been pretty good.
But the Broncos are 2-0, and the Ravens aren't.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the same thing in Peyton Manning's final season when the Broncos were winning games more because of the luck of their defense, coming up with big plays and big moments. They should have lost to the Raiders last week. I'm going to say Ravens.
Ravens.
Case Keenum has been a very bad quarterback. in my-
Ravens.
Case Keenum is come back down to earth after his miracle season. So I think they're going to be bad. I think the Broncos are a secretly bad team.
Saints Falcons. I'm gonna say the Falcons. I'm going with the Falcons. Matty Ice. He's gonna. I think they're gonna tear through the Saints. Drew Brees is washed up.
I say Saints.
Drew Brees is not washed up, but as pretty much Brees' entire career on the Saints, that defense is going to let him down once again, and it's going to be the Falcons.
I think the Saints are a better team. I think we're going to get bad Steve Sarkisian.
I don't think the Saints are gonna.
I don't think Matt Ryan is fully healthy either. There's something wrong with him
Okay.
based on week 1.
They also went up against the Eagles.
Yeah, the Saints have a good defense.
All right. I don't think it's gonna happen that way though, Jack, because the Saints.
Chargers, Rams.
Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
The Rams are a very, very, very good team this year. They're actually I think they're the top contender in the NFC.
I always keep getting the Chargers and Rams mixed up because they're both from Los Angeles, but they're in different conferences, right? The Rams are in the NFC and the Chargers are in the AFC. Okay, yeah. Bears, Cardinals. Cardinals.
No, the Cardinals are terrible.
Yeah, statistically they're in last place in almost everything.
I'm
Yeah.
saying Bears.
Bears.
Because
Bears.
David Johnson's not going to be able to get anything done with Khalil Mack in the defensive line. Sam Bradford is terrible.
Corey Clement listed questionable with quad injury. So I guess
play.
Carson Wentz is going to be running the ball, baby. Cowboys, Seahawks. Seahawks are,
I think Seahawks can get their first win of the season.
yeah.
I think so.
I don't know. The Cowboys did well against the Cowboys did well against the Giants' offensive line, though, which is the Seahawks kind of have a bad offensive line as well.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson is way more.
He's a way better quarterback than
Yeah.
True.
than Dak Prescott.
Or current level Eli Manning.
Mm-hmm. I still feel like I'm gonna have to go with the boys on this one. I can't really pick a team that has lost both times.
They were both
first 2
close
weeks.
games, though, is the thing.
They were both close games, but still, like, it's even more reason that they can't make it over the top. Like, they'll get close, but
I think it's the Seahawks are going to win.
so you think Seahawks, Mike?
Yeah.
All right. Pats, Lions,
Patriots.
Patriots. Yeah.
It's Bill Belichick going against his old disciple.
He's only lost to a former coordinator twice, and both those games went into overtime. It was Eric Mangini and Josh McDaniels.
Steelers, Bucks. See, the Steelers, what they
The Steelers' defense is very bad.
Yeah,
This is
they
the
lost-
ultimate all offense, no defense game.
Yeah. Like this is literally just gonna be like Chiefs 49ers. It's just gonna be all offense. But I think the Buccaneers have a slight edge because they're hot. Fitzpatrick's been playing extremely well. And I feel like Pittsburgh's kind of like giving up on Mike Tomlin. I think they're starting to quit on him. I mean they were in like the Chiefs would have blown him out. I don't know how the Chiefs didn't blow him out because they were getting blown out,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like a weird game. And I mean at the same time they also don't have Le'Veon Bell. So
Yeah, he's still, he's still not playing. What do you think, Mike?
I'm running off Fitzmagic still.
yeah.
I still
He's on
think.
the Fitzmagic train.
Oh yeah, definitely. For the time being, he still has like at least another week or two before
Alright.
he comes back down to earth.
And now Thursday night game, Vikings Rams.
What's going on there?
Oh, ooh, you messed
Well,
up.
no, if I click it, it'll go back. Vikings Rams. This one, I think will be a pretty tough game to pick. Vikings,
yeah,
I
this
would
is
say,
like an
are
extremely
strong.
good game.
Yeah, this is a really good Thursday night game.
I don't know because it's like at the same time it's like I really can't pick it without knowing the week 3 results at the same time.
Yeah.
But
That's what adds the challenge.
I'm gonna.
I think if I have to, it's because it's the Vikings have a good defense still,
They have very good defense.
and they beat them. They just beat them last year with relatively the same offensive roster. Right? Do they have any new additions on the offensive side? It's all defensive additions, right?
Well, they added Kirk Cousins.
No, to the Rams.
Oh, to the Rams. I'm pretty sure offensively they're like the same exact team.
Oh wait, Brandon Cooks.
Oh,
But that
right,
he's
yeah,
just Sammy Watkins.
yeah. No, he's better than Sammy Watkins. He's a lot better than Sammy Watkins. But yeah, they had Sammy Watkins, and then defensively, they added Ndamukong Suh, like Marcus Peters and all. So, I think the Vikings improved. They only improved. So,
I'm gonna have to. I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Vikings because it's gonna be a short week.
and the Vikings don't have much of a challenge against the Bills. So hopefully they can rest starters.
Yeah. game might not be close going into the fourth quarter.
So what are you thinking, Mike?
Vikings.
Okay. Let me get back. Let me see what. So the Vikings have won both games. Oh no, they tied with the Packers. The Rams have won both games against two. The Cardinals were not that much of a challenge, and the Raiders were not. I don't think they were that much of a
The
challenge.
Rams
Right?
didn't play the Raiders. They played the who did they play last week?
No, the week one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rams played the Raiders week 1.
Yeah, they played the Cardinals last week, and that
They
was
shut
the,
them out last
That
week,
was the
too.
stop. Yeah, that was the stomp fest. This is tough. Without knowing the week 3 results,
I mean, if I had to pick it now, I would pick the Vikings. I think that defense can shut down their offense. And I think that Rams-Chargers game can be close. So,
I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings too. I can't doubt my Kirk Cousins Stephon Diggs combo in fantasy. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings as well. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams won, though, because I feel like they're gonna win. But I'm gonna have to say the same without knowing the week 3 results. If I had to pick right now between them, well, I think I'm gonna go with the Rams. Oh, whoa! What just happened? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm changing it up.
all right. So,
Oh, where'd Jack go?
Ooh,
Huh.
where'd he go?
Where'd he
What
go?
happened?
He was drinking water. I think he just. Oh,
Wait.
Jack, are you okay?
yeah. So I think
No, he's down on the ground. I think he's tired. He's slumped.
Yeah, he fell asleep.
Nighty night, Jack.
So I think this week, the way we picked our games, it could be either a really, really good week for all of us or a really, really bad week for all of us.
Yeah.
Mike calling for that tie, deciding to screw us all over. We're gonna probably be still debating about how to score that if that actually happens.
one of us will emerge on top as the winner. I say, if the Giants win, I get the point. If the Texans win, Jack gets the point. If the game is a tie, Mike gets the point.
Well, who gets the point? That's the easy part. What happens to the other people is what we're questioning.
Well, I would say that the odds are even. We all have a 33% chance of winning. So I guess so if somebody predicts a tie, then that person gets the points and the other people get a loss counted against them, because that's
Exactly.
way it works.
Those rules should be applied if someone guesses a tie. If no one guesses a tie,
if
and
no
it
one
ties,
gets a tie,
then you
it's
wipe
tie.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Thank you. Now watch a different game.
I really
tie.
hope they don't tie.
Yeah. Now watch a different game tie instead of this one.
And it's just a net, like there's no change.
All right.
Okay.
What's up next on the docket?
I feel like we covered almost everything. We didn't talk about Jimmy Butler demanding a trade.
Oh, we forgot about that.
Well, we kind of touched on it, but all right, here we go. Bye Pick'em.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler, and Karl Anthony Towns clearly do not like each other.
Jimmy Butler also does not like Tom Thibodeau as well, I don't think.
I think he just wants to get away from that man.
No, I thought he was excited to go back to Minnesota at first.
I have no clue. I just know that clearly, and Karl Anthony Towns won't sign an extension until Jimmy Butler's gone, and Jimmy Butler doesn't want to be on the team. And
So it's a kind of like someone needs to go.
and Jimmy Butler listed 3 teams that he would want to go to: the Clippers,
the
the
Nets.
Knicks, and the Nets.
So he's
So-
probably not going to go to any of them.
And the reason being is they all have, after the trade, they still have a max slot to where they could sign a Kyrie Irving, like was planned or
Well,
talked about
the Knicks
months
still
ago.
have Kristaps and stuff,
Exactly, they still have him, but they could still fit in a max free agent, regardless.
and they have to pay Butler too.
Yes, they can still fit everyone though.
I thought Kyrie signed an extension when he signed with when he got traded to the Celtics.
It's a player option,
Oh, okay.
just like how Jimmy Butler has a player option to where he can go into free agency this year or next year.
So it's obviously going to be something's going to wind up happening, or they're just not going to do anything, and it's going to be an extremely cancerous season for the Timberwolves.
And every single day that Jimmy Butler's on that team, the less valuable the trade will be. So they should trade him as quick as possible.
Or they should hire Home Milk as the assistant GMs.
Yeah, maybe we can.
Whole milk
we'll
affiliates.
just trade him. We'll just
We'll
call
turn
the
that-
Sixers
we'll turn
up and be
that-
like, "Hey, we'll give him to you for
For
a
nothing.
second round pick,
Give us Jared Bayless
and give us Jared Bayless a second round pick."
and the rights to swap a second round pick.
Yeah,
But you get the better pick.
yeah. Just be like,
Would that be considered
I
insider
hired
trading?
you guys as assistant GMs to give us a good deal. It is a good deal. How? Jared Bayless isn't Jimmy Butler.
But yeah, would that be considered insider trading?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michael
Okay.
Kendricks
All right.
charged with insider trading. Now he's on the Seahawks.
I still don't understand why they signed him when he's going to jail.
I don't think he's gonna go to jail.
Who knows?
House arrest.
It's always what happens. What else? I had something on my mind to
Um,
talk about.
I think Jimmy Butler will end up on the Clippers because the Clippers were already able to trade Blake Griffin away, and they got a lot of small pieces that they could then use to bundle some of them together to go to Jimmy Butler. And then they signed Kyrie. If they keep Lou Williams, that's a lot of
That's a
scoring.
5th seed in the West.
Yeah, there we go. That's
That's a 5 seed.
that gets him in the playoffs.
That's a solid 5 seed. Can make some noise. Get a little place a draw out a 7-game series.
Makes the East even more talent barren.
Yeah, makes the East a 2-way race between the Sixers and whoever, probably the Celtics. Still.
Celtics, yeah. It's Sixers Celtics without a doubt. Like there's nobody else in the East.
Raptors. If
Raptors.
Kawhi decides he
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to play.
He's not going to stay there. That's only going to be a year.
You don't know that.
But then you don't know how is Kawhi gonna play, like motivated, or is he just gonna?
He's going to slack, dude. He's in Toronto
You don't know. Paul George, he ended up signing that extension.
because he wanted
That was
he wanted money,
that was a win-win trade.
but he wanted money.
He could have went to L.A., signed the max there.
But he wanted money.
Still would have made money.
He could have made.
He didn't wanna play
he coulda
second
made-
fiddle to
there's No
LeBron.
there's tax in LA, but
There's a
he
lot
could
of
he
tax
could have made
in LA.
He could have made Adam Sandler movies with LeBron in LA.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about now.
What?
Just announced Space Jam 2: Electric Boogaloo, starring LeBron James and the Toon Squad.
And it's gonna be directed by Adam Sandler.
It's not Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler.
It's going to be directed by Whole Milk Whole Milk movie affiliates.
Yeah, I heard it's gonna be it's getting produced by
By
Supergroup Productions. They are the makers of the critically acclaimed Behind the Badge and its sequel Behind the Badge 2
Why are you
Part 1.
talking with that accent? Incognito.
I forgot about that part.
Also, the badly implemented fake screaming.
Yeah, if you guys want a treat from when we were
high
in high
school.
school, look up Supergroup Productions.
Oh, we're
just-
not in high school.
Google Behind the Badge 2.
Isn't this just high school
Google
too?
Behind the Badge 2 Part 1, and you should be able to find it.
No, it'll just pop a bunch of cops
But you can't even
documentaries.
search behind the badge up either. The anime opening is back. Was back. It was back a couple months ago, but it's back too, so you can watch that as well.
We'll re-announce that it's back.
It's finally back.
Still recording, boys. Everything's going
Oh,
well.
good. You didn't forget this
Ooh.
time. It's a shame we missed out on the good first solid like 20 minutes.
I know, and you killed momentum.
You ruined
Okay.
the momentum. The show hasn't been the same since then. It's
All right.
another strike. Strike 2.
You know what, Jack?
Right when we broke out of our sophomore slump, you put us just right back in.
Yeah, but that's why it's a sophomore slump. It's like
when
the
I
whole
had the
first
great
half
joke
of the year.
about Elton Brand being a real go-getter and finally getting me my Joel Embiid jersey.
Oh well, you just talked about it again. So
It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
have
the
same
joke was funnier
pizzazz.
the first time, and no one heard it the first time because I'm pretty sure no one's listening to this live.
you know, I have the best example of jokes still being funny after the first time. Want to know what it's called? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The joke is
That's
still
different.
funny.
It's written by people who do that for a living.
Okay, we do this for a living, don't we?
No, we don't.
No,
we don't get paid, for
paid.
this. This is volunteer work.
We don't.
I have to go to work after this.
I have work tomorrow.
I have
You-
work.
you never
I
know,
have to work
Jack.
tonight.
You
I
never
have
know,
work
Jack.
tomorrow, and I have work Sunday night.
If you work hard enough, well, you're not going to get paid with that attitude, Jack. Not with that attitude.
Maybe if we switch to FM and start getting some
Well,
advertisers.
we're starting to crash a little bit. I think maybe we should possibly wrap it up here.
Already? Oh, it's 3
Maybe
o'clock.
student
Yeah,
government.
we've
Student
done about
government.
an hour.
Student government can pay us to broadcast some stuff. CAB, Campus Activities Board. We'll put some ads on if you give us.
Give us smoochies.
Yeah, can we be the Spring Fling Entertainment this year? We'll do some.
We'll do a live podcast.
Yeah, we'll do a live podcast as the main event of Spring Fling. We'll do a live show where we'll probably just talk about the Sixers the whole time because that's the only thing that'll be going on in April.
Yeah, that's gonna.
We'll promote CAB events.
That's gonna be the worst. That's gonna be the worst part of the sophomore slump. I don't even know how we don't have enough to talk about. Oh, Philly still suck. There
yeah,
we
they
go.
lost the East. They're
They're done.
They were done like 2 weeks ago, but
They're still
done. They're double done
They're
now.
they're even more done.
But at the same time, it's their best record in like they might be over 500 for the first time in like 5 years, 6 years. So
People still want to fire Cap though.
not yet. Oh, you gotta give them one more year. I think they gotta move Reese Hoskins back to first base. They gotta. I mean, they traded for all those players, but like, I don't think they need to bring back any of the players they traded for, besides maybe the catcher Wilson Ramos. But I think Cabrera can go, and like the relievers they got, and
Whole bullpen should just.
no, it's like the thing is like their pitching staff has been good. It's just their offense is too inconsistent. Carlos Santana was a waste of money.
Big waste of money.
But
And then also,
Kingery was a disappointment, but I think Kingery's gonna have a really good season next
he's
year.
gonna be good once he gets
I think
confident
if
about
like yeah,
being
I
in
mean
the,
that's the
and
problem.
playing
The
in
only problem I
majors.
have with Kapler is that he doesn't play anybody in their natural positions. Scott Kingery is a second baseman. Play him at second base all the time.
Reese Hoskins
not
is a
shortstop.
first baseman,
JP,
not an
JP
outfielder.
JP Crawford is a shortstop. Do not play him at third base. I mean, on the bright side, Abdul had his best season.
Hey, remember the
Franco
game
had
where-
his best season?
Remember the game where they had Scott Kingery pitch?
Wasn't it like the third game of the season?
No, that was more recent.
The end of August, wasn't it?
I think so. It was one of the pitiful games that like they were just losing so bad.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm already thinking about the next game. You know, I'm out to lunch thinking about what are we gonna do for the next game."
Yeah, I miss when we were really good and everyone at the trade deadline was talking about the playoffs, and here we are now. And talking hockey, the Flyers are playing preseason hockey. They start playing in
Talking hockey.
They start playing in less than 2 weeks. And that was talking hockey.
What else? What else we got?
They announced who's performed the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Oh, already?
Yeah,
Who is it?
Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Cardi B.
That was a roller coaster.
Wait, so is it like, are they all performing at the same time?
It'll be like.
Or is it like Travis Scott and Cardi B are Maroon 5's guests, where it's going to be like the Coldplay halftime show where they just got outshone by Beyonce and Bruno Mars?
Probably that way.
Man, That was an emotional roller
Because
coaster.
what
That
is
was that was way down here, starting Maroon 5, and then when you said Travis Scott, I was like, oh, maybe the show might actually be good. And then it was Cardi B, and I was like, oh, no, it's not gonna be good.
No, but then you get to hear Bodak Yellow.
And Sicko Mode. No, they probably won't play Bodak Yellow. They'll play her newest hit that I don't know the name of.
That hasn't been
So
released
clearly,
yet.
it's not a hit.
No, I just don't know the name of it.
No, it just hasn't been released yet.
No,
She's
no,
gonna
it's-
she's gonna play. She's gonna do whatever song is
it's
most
the
relevant
one
to
that's
the
in
time.
that
Mountain
Tyler
Dew
Perry
Ice.
trailer.
No, I don't know.
Do I look like someone who watches Tyler Perry
No,
trailers?
but it's the same trailer that they put in the movie theaters.
I haven't
like
watched.
all
I haven't
summer.
been to a. Oh, like the one about the like. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, why is Tiffany Haddish in everything all of a sudden?
She's an up and coming actress.
No, it's like when we went to see Sorry to Bother You. She was in like 3 of the trailers, and there was like 6 trailers for the movie. I'm sick of seeing commercials for Night School. Can we please stop? Can Kevin Hart like please stop making movies?
No, he's just gonna make more.
He plays the same character in every single movie.
You got that right.
Short, white, angry black guy.
wait a minute. Wait, hold
Something doesn't
He
sound
plays
right
he plays
there.
a short, angry black man who just spends the whole movie screaming because he's basically a fish out of water in every single one of his movies. This is every single Kevin Hart movie. Ah! I don't know what's going on.
on. Hey, Dwayne Wade, you're gonna lose. Y'all mind if I drop like 15 trillion points? Oh, thanks, Kevin Hart, for the motivation.
Oh man.
Breaking news: Sixers fire Whole Milk Affiliates assistant GM Elton Brand. It's Kevin Hart as his new assistant GM.
Kevin Hart is a fake Philly sports fan. All right, I think
I
I
think
don't think there's anywhere we can go from.
Yeah, I don't,
not
I don't
really.
think.
I think we should stop there.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Whole Milk Chat.
Follow on our
Follow
our
us on
Facebook page at Whole Milk Chat. Follow our Twitter at Whole Milk Chat. When are these episodes going on YouTube? Whenever
Whenever we get the Rack Mac back,
Whenever
Yeah.
the technical difficulties get sorted out in here.
soon. It's gonna be soon. The answer is soon.
Check out our new website, wccr.camden.rutgers.edu. Again,
WCCR.camden.rutgers.edu.
and just bookmark that so you can get easy access to the stream.
And if you're interested in hosting a show, just contact Scott McCarthy or come down here while we're doing a show.
No, not Scott McCarthy.
Not Scott.
Sam
Contact
Paulson
one of
or
us.
Us.
me, Michael Maloney.
Or
No,
me.
Me.
Montoy. My dad actually texted me while looking at the pick'em chart, and he was like, Monty with a Y? I was like, yeah, it's Montoy.
Montoy.
Okay.
All right.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Whole Milk All Fat Sports Chat. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care.